guys, how's it going? Apparently Savy is psychic or something because right after I filmed a video talking about how much I felt like doing tags before I even posted it, she tagged me in another tag. So today I'm going to be doing the Still a BookTube Newbie tag. I'm going to leave the original video and the questions down below. I'm also going to leave a link to Savy's channel. Check her out, she's a ton of fun. She does BookTube and AuthorTube content, and she does a lot of other weird creative things, and she's just a super fun person. I love her energy, and you should check her out. This tag seems like so much fun, so let's get started. Question number 1, why do you still consider yourself a newbie? So if you don't know, I posted my first video at the end of September, I believe, and I've been making videos regularly since about October, so it's been about 5 months. I guess the main reason I consider myself still a newbie is because I feel like I'm still kind of getting the hang of things. I do definitely notice improvements between my first videos and my newer videos, and I'm definitely learning and growing and kind of like figuring out, you know, what exactly I want for my channel and what kind of content I like and what kind of content I feel kind of mad about, and just kind of learning the ropes. And I think that would be my main reason for why I still feel like a newbie. Question number 2. Who are some of your greatest inspirations for joining BookTube? So I actually started watching AuthorTube first, and that kind of led me to BookTube. And for that, my biggest inspirations would be Haley Bascom, because I found her videos first, and I really like just how casual and comfortable her videos are. You know, like they really feel like just a friend talking to the camera, and I really like that vibe. Welcome back. You know, I obviously love her content. I've mentioned that before. But her videos kind of showed me that you don't have to have this giant production budget, and you can still make really good, really quality videos without, you know, all these giant fancy effects and all of this, you know, really expensive equipment and stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that stuff, it's just not something that would have been realistic for me. And she kind of really showed me that I didn't need that. And my second biggest inspiration was Kate Kavanaugh. Again, another one that I've mentioned before. I absolutely love her videos. I just like her vibe and her positivity, and her videos really kind of taught me to be more comfortable in front of the camera. When I was first editing those first couple videos, I edited out a lot of, like, you know, times when I'd laugh or interruptions by the cats and little things like that. And Kate's videos kind of showed me that I can be a real person and kind of got me more comfortable with that. Because in her videos, she's always like laughing and chuckling at things that she says, and I really like that. And I don't know, I kind of taught, comment, now your ears are in the way. But she taught me that I can still be myself and be comfortable, and I don't have to be like robotic and really like professional and structured. Not that she's unprofessional, but you know what I mean. And I found that those two AuthorTubers specifically really kind of made me realize that it was something that I could do, and I got the guts to do it, and here I am. Question number 3, what surprised you the most after joining BookTube? Honestly, my first big surprise is that people were actually watching my videos. I really expected for my first couple months of videos to have 0 views, maybe 1 or 2, but honestly, it's been a lot faster than I expected. Right now, I'm at, I think, 65 subscribers, which is a huge surprise to me. I didn't think that I'd be above 50 until at least a year. And I guess that kind of leads me into my second biggest surprise, is that this community is really open to new people. And I know that sounds like a lame answer, and it's just, you know, like everybody says, like, everybody's so nice, but genuinely, even some of the what I would consider bigger channels, you know, they'll still respond to my comments, and we still interact on Twitter. And even though I'm this tiny little insignificant channel, I don't feel like that. Like, I'm not saying I'm getting too big for my britches or anything like that, but I don't feel small and insignificant. Like, I don't feel like I'm on the outside looking in at everybody else being successful. I'm having fun, you know, with everybody all around me, and even though my channel hasn't grown huge yet, I still feel like I'm part of this community, and it's just been a very welcoming experience, and I did not expect that at all, but it is a very happy surprise. Question number 4, what lessons have you learned since joining BookTube? Mostly just calm down and have fun. You know, I'm not making a super serious, professional, you know, instructional DVD. I'm making fun YouTube videos, and I watch YouTube for fun, so I want to have fun making videos, and I'm comfortable now showing that. At first I found I was kind of critical every time that I, said the word or used like too much in a sentence. I would, scrap it and refilm it. And I'm not saying that I don't care and I don't want to create, quality content and all that, but it's not the end of the world if I say the word and this is for fun, I'm having fun, and I think that's something that I didn't do at first. Question 5, what fears do you still have about your channel? This isn't quite a fear about my channel specifically, but more about my fears with BookTube in general, and that's the same thing as I always worry about in real life, which is being annoying. It's one of my biggest insecurities. I just always worry that I'm annoying people, and it's just something that I'm working on, but I'm not quite there yet. A lot of times I'll want to comment on somebody's video and then I won't because I'm like, well, they already have other people commenting, and what if they think that my comment is stupid or repetitive or not interesting enough, and I don't want to bother them. I know, comment, thank you for being so nice. So I used to not comment, and even when I did comment and somebody would reply to me, even if it was some comment, and even things like replying to comments on my videos, I didn't like doing it at first. I'm grateful for the comments, and honestly I have fun reading them and I really like interacting with the people, but there was just always this worry in the back of my head that people didn't really want to talk to me and they didn't really care, and they didn't comment because of any of those reasons. They just, wanted to be polite and were commenting just for the sake of being nice. So even though, some people would be reaching out and trying to make those connections, I would just be too insecure and I wouldn't want to start a conversation because, I don't know, I overthink things. And that is still something I worry about. I am getting a lot better. Sometimes it does take me a day or two to reply to comments. I get email notifications for most of them when they don't randomly end up in the spam folder. So I see most comments within like an hour or so of them being posted, but I get too nervous and in my head, so sometimes it takes me a day or two to calm down enough to actually respond. And I'm not saying that I don't like getting comments, I'm not saying, when people comment I get stressed out and I don't like it. This is 100% a me problem that I'm trying to work on, and honestly the more comments I get, the more chances I have to work on this. So I'm not trying to, discourage people from commenting, but I guess that's still one of my fears, is that I'm annoying people and that people don't like me. But people like you? Yeah, everybody likes comment. Who cares about me? We want to see more comment. Question number 6. What kind of content would you like to create that you haven't yet? The first thing that comes to mind would be like Q&A videos, because I find those so much fun and so much fun to watch, but I don't quite have a big enough audience yet that I don't think I would get very many questions. So I would like to create a couple of those, but they'll have to wait. Same with write-ins. I love virtual write-ins and I watch billions of them, but again, I don't quite have a big enough audience for it yet. But I think once my channel grows a little bit more, and also once I'm a little bit more comfortable, I think that's something I would really like to do. Another one, which is kind of a bit of a sneak peek, is I love writing song parodies. I posted an old Star Trek parody that I wrote a while back. I will link it there if you didn't see it. Recently, I've actually written a couple reading and writing related parodies, and I think they're fun. I had fun writing them. One of them specifically, I'm waiting until I have a bit more of a budget for. It's gonna require a couple costumes to do it justice, and I'm actually just coming back to work this week from being on sick leave for the last couple months, so money's really tight, so I can't do it yet, but once I have that stuff sorted out, I am so excited to film some of those, so stay tuned for that. Question number 7. Who have been some of the greatest supporters of your channel? I hate questions like this. I get so nervous that I'm going to forget somebody or accidentally hurt somebody's feelings, but still gonna answer. I just want to say first, obviously I am super grateful for all of the support I get. Every single person that subscribes to me or comments, I'm so happy and I love seeing that, but I couldn't list absolutely everybody, so I just went through and picked a couple people who comment the most often on my videos. But if I didn't name you, I am still super grateful for your support, and I'm sorry. Also, I'm going to list these in alphabetical order, so it's not like in order of favorites or anything. It's the alphabet. First is Carissa Quinn. She is so funny. She posts a lot of really unique content, mostly about writing. She actually just started doing this series of writing advice from historical authors, and I think it's super interesting. She also just has a ton of really unique ideas, and I really love the way she comes across on videos, so definitely check her out. Next is Kozak. She was one of the first people that I feel like I really connected with on BookTube. I started following her channel fairly early on after I started mine, and I really like her. She talks about her writing a lot, and lately she's been talking a lot about books as well. She's been doing a lot of book reviews lately as well, and I really like her reviews. I really like the structure of them, and I think she gives really good examples of what she likes and doesn't like and explains why. And I also like that she approaches it from an author's point of view as well, so she has some comments on the writing that are really interesting to hear. Next is Evie Reading. She made a lot of really fun videos for NaNoWriMo, which I had a lot of fun watching. Also, she's somebody who has cerebral palsy, and she's making a couple of videos about it that I found really helpful and informative. I like that you have a good mix of her writing life as well as her real life and other things that go on. I think that's really fun. Also, she loves Dragon Age, so 10 points automatically right there. Next is Jasmine Shay. I think I'm pronouncing that right. She does a lot of really fun tags that I really like watching, and she's been doing this series on world building that I am absolutely in love with. You probably know that I am a huge world building nerd anyways. Honestly, she has my favorite world building videos. They're just so detailed, and she's just so knowledgeable about so many different subjects. She did an entire video on languages, and I could just watch that all day, every day. It was just so fun, and I really love all of her content. Next is Rebecca Rodriguez. She gives a lot of really good writing advice, and not only advice on how to write, but advice on being a writer. She talks a lot about how to take care of yourself while you're writing, things like dealing with burnout and getting over, not feeling good enough for certain ideas, and I really like her content. She has really, really helpful advice, and she's a really helpful person. I just think that all of her advice is really valuable, and I love the way that she presents it, and she's just super awesome. Next is Savy, who I already mentioned. She's the one that tagged me in this video. She is so fun, and even though I only know her on camera, she still feels so outgoing and friendly. When you think about BookTube or AuthorTube, you tend to think of introverts, which I am, but she is just so out there, and I really like just how strongly her personality shines through. And she has such a wide variety of content. Like I mentioned, she does BookTube and AuthorTube, and she does these cool videos with these dolls, and that's so much fun. And she's done some other creative videos, and her dog is super cute. She just does so many different things, and it really feels like she puts the same amount of care and energy into all of her projects, and I think that's really cool. Next is Hannah from A Snow White Reader. She is so friggin' hilarious. She does all kinds of hilarious skits, and she's done a couple different characters, and she's just one of those people just is so naturally funny. Whether she's actually trying to be funny or not, even her serious face is just that perfect deadpan humor that I love. And just the other week she posted a more I don't want to say serious video, but one that was a fairly average calm video, and it was still just as entertaining and amusing as her more creative and outgoing videos. And she's just one of those people that can really do both, and it's so impressive, and I love it. Almost all of her videos make me laugh, and she's just such a fun person to watch, and I highly, highly, highly recommend her. And last but not least is Emily from Tea and Fantasy. She just comes across as such a kind person. I find her voice is so soothing, and I just love listening to all of her videos and all of her opinions. It really feels like you're just sitting down for a cup of tea and talking about fantasy, and I love that. And she's definitely one that I really enjoy watching after I've had a stressful day and I just need to calm down, think about books. She talks about different fantasy books and worlds, and just overall tons of fantasy content that I love. I highly recommend her as well. So that is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please click the like button so that I know, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, usually reading or writing related, and I very recently got Twitter, so feel free to follow me on Twitter because I would love to have more people to follow and connect with and grow this BookTube community. I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye!